So do you think that also inspired the nerd generation of males and the acceptance in society of that?
I'm going to credit Joe Olivares, a former Mike here on the show. Before, nerds used to be nerdy, used to be smart, used to be subgenric. But now, the nerdiness now is almost like a Kanye in an Argyle-looking V-neck.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'd like to tribute nerds to people who do like role-playing games, board games like Dungeons and Dragons, the ones that read, the ones that feel like they're anti-society or feel left alone, or the ones who like wrestling.
Oh, I'm a nerd?
I think so. Well,
are you calling me Sam Roberts? Is that what you're calling me right now?
Zach, I want to make it really clear that if you're a wrestling fan, you are technically a nerd.
I got 2 words for you, okay? You're fired.
But that is true, right? No, you're not just being radio, Justin, right?
I'm not just saying it just for the sake of entertainment right now. I'm saying that, like, that's how society perceives wrestling fans, as nerds. And someday they'll be accepted of it, but right now it's just like its own subculture. It's like we're just different.
Okay,
we're looked at weird because it's like, oh, you watch that. We're looked at as you watch that fake shit.
No, like I completely agree. And there's a stigma for so long that it's just like when I gave up watching wrestling, that when I went back, it was around the time that Sting fucking came back. And like that was like my childhood. So I wanted to see him, and explaining to other people that I just want to watch pro wrestling because of him. It was like so embarrassing as an adult because I can't emotionally admit to them. I'm like, yeah, I'm watching pro wrestling. I had to keep it on the DL.
You wouldn't tell a date that.
I would never tell a date that. Like
I would tell a date that just because, I don't know. Nowadays, that's what like kind of makes you more interesting. Like I think I said it on maybe 2 different dates, and then they're like, and I'm like, well, not, and like, I do watch the mainstream stuff, but I'm like, oh, not the like fake like TV stuff that you see. No, I go to independent shows, and then when I explain that, they actually kind of like, oh, say more, tell me more.
Yeah, they're interested.
Okay.
Yeah. The indie stuff is cool, not the TV stuff.
and when you find the chick that agrees with that, then that's the baddie for you. That's the
exactly.
Chick
that's
you,
the true love you want.
But that hasn't happened yet, unfortunately.
No, but that's okay because when it comes, it's like it's that magic moment.
Yeah.
You know, like,
are those the girls you're attracted to? By the way, the girls you see at the indie shows.
Some of them, but I'm kind of turned off only a little bit. Like, let's say at PWG, like you see like the hot girl that everybody notices. Like everybody notices her, and everybody's gonna bug the shit out of her. It's like, man, I don't want to be everybody else.
Because I would assume it's like Comic-Con where you see that one girl dressed up as cosplay.
Well,
and then
like nowadays, Comic-Con, you got every girl dressed up in cosplay though.
So yeah, there's more choice.
Doesn't Comic-Con have female bros also?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
they're
not exactly in touch with the culture, but they're taking advantage of it to wear a costume and show their tits.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
And it's not like they're not even nerds. They're just doing that for the sake of like role play.
Like here's an example. We talked about it in a pre-production. Olivia Munn. During G4 days.
Yeah.
You know, to me, I was like, I look at Olivia Munn. If I were to ever meet her in person or be like 10 feet away from her, I would like start shaking. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's naturally intelligent, and she's a true nerd. Is that safe to say yes or no from both Justin and Zach?
I agree.
Yeah, is she a nerd?
I would say she's a nerd from the early G4 days. Right now, I'm kind of like a little sour grapes when she said she was doing her own stunts in X-Men when she clearly has a stunt double.